Okay, let's take a few breaths. Okay, make yourself very comfortable. You're checking that your knees lower than the hips. Okay, make all the little adjustments you need. Maybe even taking flesh of the buttocks just a little wider. Feel your sitting bones grounded. And then lengthen from the base of the spine upwards to the crown of the head. From the hips to your armpits. Inhale, lift your arms. And take your shoulders back. Rest your shoulder blades flat on your upper back. Hands on your thighs. Thumb and fingers connected. Your chin level. We take back of the head slightly back to elongate the neck. Close your eyes. And to notice your whole body, your whole posture. And begin to deepen your breath. Inhaling deep into the abdomen, middle chest, upper chest. And as you exhale, exaggerate. Squeeze your tummy in, exhale fully. And again, inhale, breathing deep. Expand in all directions. And as you exhale, exaggerate. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze your tummy in. And so on. We use whole capacity of the lungs. You have big expansive inhalation and stronger controlled exhalation. We use deep breath to calm the mind, to calm the nervous system. Deep breath helps us to focus. And we bring more oxygen, more nourishment to every cell of the body. Very important, healing and anti-inflammatory oxygen into every cell of the body. Remind yourself about your intention. We all have intentions. Your intention can be very small or very big. Your intention can be just for this yoga class, or for a day, for a few days ahead. And if you are in doubt, ask yourself, how are you committed to yourself? How are you committed to your health? And find the inspiration in your answer. And we keep breath deep, flowing, enjoyable through the rest of the practice. On your next inhale, open your eyes, relax your arms and your legs. Okay, well done. And just sit on the floor, move the block to the side and relax your legs. So let's just relax the legs. Give your legs a little shake. And also you can point your toes and flex your feet. Point and flex, point and flex a few times. And then make space between your feet and do a few circular movements. Okay, with the feet we start to warm up the ankle joints. And all the little muscles and the big muscles on the legs. Okay, just keep circling your feet, okay. Checking your knees, your ankle joints. Well done. And then again, give your legs a little shake. Relax and come on your all fours. We start with a cat and a cow stretch. So our usual routine to warm up the back, we have hands beneath your shoulders, knees beneath the hips, toes under. As you exhale, soften here between the shoulder blades. Exhale, soften, soften, melt. And then inhale and look up. This is your cow stretch. And then exhale, the cat stretch. Draw your tummy in. Again, inhale, abdomen down. Lift your heart, lift your tailbone. Exhale, and you round. And so on. Nice and easy movements. And just checking how you feel in your back today. How's the lower back? How's the hips? How's the pelvis? How's the middle back? The upper back? Shoulders? Okay, nice and easy movements. Okay, well done everyone. Take another breath. And then bring your back parallel to the floor in neutral position. And we're going to make more space. Space between your hands and your knees. Either you move your hands forward or your knees back, where you have more space on your yoga mat. Squeeze your arms and your shoulders. And look at your hands. Spread your fingers wide. And notice that the creases on your wrists parallel to the front of your mat. And then come up to down facing dog. Inhale, lifting your knees off the floor. We push the hips high towards the ceiling. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen through your spine. And then sport walk a few times. Bend your right knee, then the left. Okay, and you're still pressing all finger pads into the floor. Especially your thumbs and your index fingers. Press them into the floor stronger. And stretch. And lengthen. Stretch and lengthen. Back is very long. Engage your tummy muscles and continue to sport walk. Bend your right knee, left knee. Start to warm up the hamstrings. On your next inhale, come up high on your tiptoes and again bring your knees down to the floor and look at your hands. Okay, we do a little bit of stretches for the hips. Looking at your hands, we step forward with the left foot outside of your left hand, and if you have extra space for your right knee moving back, moving your right knee back, and then go on your finger pads, press into the floor, we move the hips back, and we do the cow stretch. So remember the cow stretch? We do this cow stretch just with one leg. Lift your chest, lift your tailbone. As you exhale, lengthening the tailbone, tummy in, and you're moving your hips forward, and maybe moving your hands forward as well. Then soften between your shoulder blades. Relax your neck. Engage you and lift your tummy muscles. Lift your tummy up and press your both feet into the floor. So just having a good stretch from the hips through the legs to your feet and through the spine, and soften between your shoulder blades. Relax your neck. Doesn't matter how far you go. Well done. And then moving your hands beneath your face. Stepping back on all fours. We're going to roll the hips. Get nice and easy movements. So rolling the hips, one direction, then we change. Let's start to warm up all the little muscles, big muscles around the pelvis and the lower back. Change direction. Rolling, nice and easy. Almost pleasant movement. Okay, and then looking at your hands. And thinking about changing sides. Right foot outside of your right hand. Go on your finger pads and you move the hips back, and again you do your cow stretch, lifting the tailbone and your chest. We try to create more space between the sitting bones. Into that space, lengthening the tailbone, engaging your core and moving your hips forward, and maybe again moving hands forward. Again, doesn't matter how far you go, soften and melt between your shoulder blades. Melt. Soften there. Press your both feet into the floor. Press, press, press. To have a good extension, good stretch from the hips through the legs to your feet. Lovely stretch for the back, for the lower back, particularly for the hips. Soften, melt between your shoulder blades. On your next inhale, moving your hands beneath your face, and again step back on all fours. And rolling again, rolling the hips, letting go of all the unnecessary tension. And you can roll your shoulders. Okay, loosen up your shoulders, rolling the hips, your shoulders. It's like a dancing yoga. Easy movements. Change direction, rolling to another direction and moving and stretching. Okay, all soft and flexible. Okay. Enjoy the movements. Well done. That was a lovely warm up. So now again, make more space between your hands and your knees and come up to down facing dog. Lean back, squeeze your arms and your shoulders. Lift your knees off the floor and stretch and stretch and stretch. Okay, lengthening through the whole back of the body. If you have to have your knees bent, absolutely fine. You can just bend your knees forward and lengthen through your spine. And then the legs. Engaging your tummy muscles, lifting the hips high. Thigh bones moving back, heels down. Have a good stretch. On your next inhale, come up high on your tiptoes, look at your hands, bend your knees and walk in. Walk gently, slow to your hands. It's okay to have your knees bent forward a lot. You are in a forward bend. Squeeze the legs. Legs steady and strong. Keep your legs strong. Take your hands to the hips. Lift your elbows, shoulders, chin, come up. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze the legs and the hips as you come up. And then relax your arms and just roll the shoulders, soften, soften and relax. Okay, well done. Chicken space between your feet, hips width apart, feet parallel, with stretch arms upwards. Okay, now hold your right wrist, pull yourself up and then to the left. Just stretch, stretch, stretch. And you press your right foot into the floor stronger. Press into the floor and stretch a little. Okay, well done. Come back, change inside. Hold your left wrist. Lengthen upwards, up towards the ceiling, and then to the right, and you press your left foot into the floor, press a little stronger and stretch. Deep breath, come back, change inside. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, pull yourself to the right, on my right, your left. Okay, inhale, come back, and change again. Inhale, exhale, pull yourself to the side. Lovely side stretch. Inhale, come back. Exhale and relax your arms. Let's just roll shoulders, soften, soften, soften. Okay, quick reminder for your next stretch. You can use the block for the next stretch. Okay, remember you don't have to do everything. So I want to show you first and then we do it together. So this is how it looks. Block in front of you if you feel very tight in your hips or the shoulders. Very useful to use that block. Okay, it looks like so. You're going to squeeze the legs, lengthen. As you exhale, you're going to pinch your hips back, fold forward, holding the block, and you're moving your hands forward, and the whole weight of the body moving back and back and back. You want to have lots and lots of length through your spine, softening between the shoulder blades. If you don't need the block, drop the block and just hold the floor lightly with your hands. Whole weight of the body moving back. We'll take a few deep breaths here. And then you move your hands to your face, for example, beneath your face. You hold your shins, keep your arms straight, tummy muscles tight, and then you come up with a straight back. Okay, so let's do it together. Now, take the block if you need it. Place the block in front. Take your feet very wide. This is lovely stretch for the hips, for your hamstrings, and for the whole back. Okay, let's do it together. Feet parallel. Take your hands to the hips. Inhale, lengthen. And as you exhale, squeeze the legs and we pinch the hips back and you fold forward. Okay, moving whole weight of the body back. Hold the block or lightly hold the floor and you move the hands forward. Hips still moving back and back and back and back. Squeeze the legs. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Hips moving back. Breath easy and flowing. If you don't need the block now, drop the block and lightly touch the floor. And stretch back, engage your tummy muscles, lift. We take few deep breaths here. No rush. Enjoy the stretch. Squeeze the legs towards the midline, your feet, your shins drawing in. The groins moving back, you have lots of length. Enjoy the stretch. Take another breath. And then again, squeeze the legs a little stronger. Move your hands beneath your face. Now hold your shins, arms straight, tummy muscles strong, and let's come up with a straight back. Inhale, sliding your hands upwards. Okay, well done. And then zigzag your feet together. Zigzag, zigzag, zigzag. Okay, give your legs a little shake, relax your legs, and come to the front of your mat. Okay, we do salutation to the sun. We do a couple of rounds. Please do remind yourself, look after your body, don't work over pain. Okay, so whatever we do, we just try to enjoy the stretches, no pain. Okay, hands to your chest. Check that space between your feet, hips width apart, feet parallel. Inhale, lift your sternum. Exhale, relax your arms. Inhale, we stretch upwards. And as you exhale, forward bend. Bend your knees if you need. Touch the floor or your shins. Inhale, lift your chest and you stretch forward. Half forward bend. Exhale, squeeze the legs. Bend your knees if you need and you bow. Let's do it again. Inhale, hold your shins, lift your chest upwards. Exhale, squeeze the legs, bend your knees if you need, and you bow. We do once more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squeeze the legs, and you bow. Now, hands by the side of your heels, right foot back. Stepping back, take a deep breath into your chest. Keeping your back leg straight and steady. Stepping back now into the plank or half plank. If you feel plank is too much, go for the half plank. Go with your knees down on the floor, absolutely fine. Squeeze your arms, squeeze your shoulders, lift your tummy muscles, and you're trying to lengthen the tailbone to your heels. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, lean forward. Beginners, knees, elbows, or maybe just bend your elbows back. Lay down on your tummy, point your toes back, and we check shoulders lifted. Let's exaggerate. Lift your shoulders, squeeze them at the back, lengthening the tailbone, raised cobra. Doesn't matter how far you come up, soften your buttocks, shoulders down, double chin, look straight. Inhale. And as you exhale, drag your hands back, stretch, and lengthen forward. Shoulders lifted, toes under, down facing dog, or come on your all fours, and then down facing dog. Lift your hips high. Press all finger pads into the floor, thigh bones back, heels down. On your next inhale, on your tiptoes, look at your hands. One possibility, lifting the right leg up, stepping forward, big step forward, or take it easy with your knees down and then right foot forward. It's good to help with your hand. Deep breath into your chest, straighten your back leg, or you try to straighten your back leg. Engage your core, stepping forward, forward bend, squeeze the legs. It's okay to have your knees bent again. Take it easy with your lower back and your hamstrings, and then come up. Inhale, lift, salute into the sun. Exhale, hands to your heart. Check you at the front of your mat. We do the left side. Inhale, exhale, inhale and stretch. Exhale, forward bend, strong legs, squeeze, 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 touch the floor or your shins. Inhale, lift your chest, lengthen forward. Exhale, bow. Now stepping back with the left foot back. Take a deep breath into your chest. Stepping back into the plank or half plank. What is your option? Squeeze your arms, squeeze your shoulders. Lengthening the tailbone to your heels. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, lean forward, knees, elbows, or just bend your elbows, point your toes back, and slow come up to raised cobra. It doesn't matter how far, hips touching the floor, buttocks soft, lower back is comfortable, shoulders lower, double chin. Maybe lift your chin a little now. Inhale. And as you exhale, drag your hands back and you stretch and lengthen forward, shoulders lifted, toes under, down facing dog, or come on your all fours. And then to down facing dog. Lift your hips high. Check your hands again. Spread your fingers wide. Creases on your wrists. Parallel to the front of your mat. Lengthen. Enjoy the stretch. On your next inhale, on your tiptoes, look at your hands, left leg up. Stepping forward, take a big step forward to the front of your mat. Again, helping with your hand is good. Lift your chest. Inhale. Exhale, tummy muscles strong. Step forward. Forward bend. Squeeze the legs. Press down with your feet, come up. Inhale, lift. Salute into the sun. Exhale. Hands to your heart. Take a deep breath. Well done, and then relax your arms. Relax your shoulders. Maybe have a drink. Okay, I'm going to sip water. So please do drink also. And I show you the next posture. You might need to use the block for the next posture. Or if you don't have a yoga block at home, you just can bend your front knee. So watch me. So this is a lovely sequence for you. Block behind your leg. I show you on this side. Okay. So we do this posture. We do warrior two. We all know warrior two. Yeah. So warrior two posture. Nice strong posture to bring more stability for the hips, more strength for the legs, and we open the shoulders here. We're going to stay here for a while, then we go for extended side stretch, one option, or maybe take your hand at the back of your leg on the block this way, or you want to hold the block behind. This is your extended side stretch. We look back or up, and then looking down, we try to straighten the front leg for triangular pose. And if you're here, you're just going to hold the block behind. If you're very, very tight in your hamstrings, you can place the block this way at the back. So you can do this way or this way, your triangular pose of flattening the block or just holding the floor behind. And we're going to stay here for a while, focusing on the hips. Okay, and when you finish, bend your front knee, hold the floor, stepping back to down facing dog. We do a little bit of spot walking, wiggling the hips to relax the hips, and then we change side. Okay, so let's do it together. Okay, come to the front of your mat, bring the block at the back of your left foot, and step back with your right. So right foot back, okay, right foot back, and we check in warrior two. We want front heel in line with the middle of your back and step. And then looking at your front knee, bend your knee and check that your knee is above your ankle. With the hands on the hips, we're going to move the hips back. We want to see back hip in line with your knee, your back ankle. Squeeze the legs, engage your core muscles, stretch your arms and look over the left. Okay, and let's check again the energy on the legs. The legs. Drawing in towards the midline. A little bit of tailbone on the front hip. So the front hip moving forward, back hip back. There's a little hip opener going on. Stretch your arms, stretch your fingers. Breathe. Deep breathing. Well done. That's great. Now thinking about your extended side stretch. On your next inhale, we'll lengthen through the sides. And stretch to the left, stretch, 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 and then bring your left elbow down, right arm over the head, and maybe this is just enough of the side stretch. Again, check the energy in the legs, squeeze in, tummy engaged, or maybe you can drop your left hand behind your left leg. Maybe the block is needed there, or maybe just hold the floor. Okay, and again, look up, take your top shoulder back, deep breath there. Re-engage your core muscles, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze your tummy in, hold the block if you need, or just hold the floor, deep breath, inhale, and as you exhale, we'll look down and then try to straighten the front leg, and again block if you need, hold the block behind, lift your chest and look up at your thumb or just look to the side. Okay, maybe you just hold the floor behind. If you feel you just have to bend your front knee, that's okay. No block, no problem, just bend your knee and look up. Taking the shoulder back, deep breath everyone. The back hip still moving back, front hip forward. I'm showing these few postures, few options for the block. Okay, if you don't need the block, just hold the floor. Deep breath in. Lift your chest up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, look down. Bend your front knee. Touch the floor, move the block to the side, we step back to down facing dog. Okay, or just go in your fashion to down facing dog and sport walk again, bend your right knee then the left and you wiggle the hips from side to side. Wiggle, wiggle, loosen up, just check in, again the breath, check in all the physical sensations in your body. On your next inhale, come up on your tiptoes, look at your hands, bend your knees, walk in, walk towards your hands, space between your feet, hips width apart or widen, squeeze the legs, hands to the hips, lift your elbows, shoulders, lift your chin, come up standing, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze the legs, come up. Okay, great, now changing side. We take this block now to the right hand side and the back of your right foot, and we step back with the left, and again check in Front knee above your front ankle. Front knee there. With the hands on the hips, we're going to move the hips back and we check the back hip in line with your knee and your back ankle. Stretch your arms. Deep breath. Breathing deeply into your chest, expanding your chest, expanding your heart center. Strong legs, draw the legs in, core engaged. Strong, brave warrior with open heart. Deep breath. On your next inhale, lengthening through the sides. And then stretching to the right. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Right elbow down. Left arm over the head, and maybe this is just enough of the side stretch. Maybe even look up above your elbow, or if you want to try to go deeper, take your right hand at the back of your right leg. Again, block there if you need, okay, or just hold the floor. So whatever you need on this side, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen through the left hand side of the body. Deep breath in. And then exhale, look down. We try to straighten the front leg. Okay, and again, block is there for you. Maybe hold the block this way or the long wise. So if you need, and if you have to bend your knee, that's fine. Bend your knee, stretch your chest upwards, your fingers wide and stretch up. Okay, I'm going to touch the floor as I'm okay and on this side, touching the floor. Lift your chest. Checking the hips, front hip moving forward, back hip back. Great stretch for the hips. Deep breath in. Exhale, look down. Bend your front knee. Touch the floor. We're going to step back to down facing dog again. Or go to down facing dog in your way. And again, stretching through the back. Bend your right knee, then the left knee. Checking how your hips doing. Wiggle from side to side. Take another breath. And then come up on your tiptoes. Look at your hands, bend your knees, walk in. Walk towards your hands into your forward bend. Make space between your feet, hips width apart or wider. Squeeze the legs. It's okay to have your knees bent. Come up with the hands on the hips. Lift your elbows, shoulders, chin. Come up standing. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze the legs. Come up standing. And then relax your arms. Okay, well done. So I know that was quite strong posture for the legs and the hips. So now we do the balance pose. Fast demonstration for you. So the three pose. Option 1, heel on inner leg. Option 2, foot beneath your knee or above your knee. And then we stretch the arms upwards and we stretch the fingers. If you need the wall, come to the wall just with one finger holding the wall. Yeah, so let's try together. Okay, I'm going to be your mirror. Let's bring the right foot somewhere where you feel comfortable. Maybe just your heel on inner leg, and maybe that's okay. Or foot beneath your knee. Just check how you feel. Do you need to hold the wall? Hold the wall if you need it. Maybe moving your foot above your knee. You press your foot into your leg, leg into your foot. Hands on the hips. We're just checking. Okay, hips level. Little bit of tailbone, lots of tummy muscles, hands to your chest. Inhale, lift your sternum and you stretch your arms upwards. And you separate your hands and you stretch your fingers like branches on the treetop. Breathe. Okay, challenging the balance. Just trying to stand on one leg. Okay, and be playful. If you need to start again, that's okay, start again. Keeping your core engaged. You have big expansive inhalation, and with each inhale, the sternum is rising and you're lifting you up, lengthen, 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 upwards, up towards the sky. Deep breath. Well done. Another breath here. And then bring your hands together and draw your hands to your heart. Slow. And then relax. Relax your legs. Give your legs a little shake. Relax. And we change sides. So left foot. Maybe just your heel on inner leg. Or moving your foot beneath your knee or above your knee. Let's just check what is more appropriate on this side. Come to the wall again if you need. Drawing the legs in. Little bit of tailbone. Lots of tummy muscles. Okay, and then look at one point. Inhale, and we stretch. Straighten your arms, your fingers, opening the shoulders. Okay, well done. Breath, check in your breath, deep and flowing. And again, with each inhale, the sternum is rising, lifting upwards. Okay, great. Just check in if you can stand on one leg on this side, feeling steady, grounded, strong, calm breath. Brilliant, everyone. And now bring your hands together and slow draw your hands down through the midline to your heart. And then relax, relax your legs, give your legs a little shake. Okay, very good. Now, if it's alright with you, we're going to go into the squat and then sit down from the squat. So we take feet wide as your yoga mat. For example, like so, where your heels on your mat and your toes on the floor. Okay, and we stretch arms in front. Okay, and to protect your knee joints, we're going to keep toes active. So lift your toes up, I'll face you. So we keep the toes up active, lifted, inhale. And as you exhale, we go slow down, knees wide, hips back, knees wide. And you're very welcome to stop in any transition. If you need to stop on halfway, that's fine. Stop on it halfway and just breathe there. Or if you can go lower and lower, then you bring your hands together. And maybe with your elbows, take your knees wide apart. Okay, don't rush. And again, checking your toes active. Lift, lift, lift your toes. Okay, engage all your core muscles. Your pelvic floor muscles lift. Your tummy muscles in, hold it. Hold these core muscles. Engagement. Okay, well done. And then we sit on the floor. Maybe you're happy to sit on the floor from the squat. Okay, hold the floor, carefully sit. Or sit in your fashion on the floor. And then stretch your legs and give your legs a little shake. Relax, relax, relax your legs. Okay, we do seated forward bend. Okay, bend your right leg, point your toes, and then draw your heel into the groin and keep your knee bent. Then you draw your knee to the side. Now we check in the back. How are you sitting? Is your back straight? If not, very welcome to sit on the block or folded blanket. You want to keep your back upright, straight. You make adjustments now, don't need to sit on the block or folded blanket. And we're checking also the knees happy. If you need to straighten your leg, that's fine. Moving flesh of the buttocks wider. On the front leg, if you're sitting on the floor, make your hamstrings also wide and take your hands behind. Inhale, we lengthen, we keep this length. Exhale, the heart reaching forward. And we look at the front heel, press your heel down. Second toe, looking upwards. Okay, and again, inhale, we lengthen. Exhale, tummy muscles engaged, and you fold above this front leg. Shoulders back. You have lots of space to breathe here. We try not to round the shoulders. Yeah. Again, inhale, we lengthen. Exhale, the heart reaching forward. Pressing the front leg into the floor. Check in again, second toe, looking upwards, toes active. Deep breath. And if it's very easy for you to hold your toes, hold it with left hand and your right hand on the floor somewhere. Like a Spider-Man hand. You press into the floor, you lengthen through the sides, soften and melt between the shoulder blades. And again, listening to your body. You don't have to do everything. If you find, okay, this is a bit too much, come back to the previous option. Hands behind you, you press into the floor and stretch. And your heart reaching forward, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Keeping the back straight. We try to keep the back straight. Doesn't matter how far you go. Maybe you have one hand hold or two hands hold. Or just holding the floor behind, absolutely fine. Lengthening, stretching and folding from the hips. Another breath here. And then we come back. Inhale, and we come back. Lean back, relax your both legs, and give them a little shake. Relax, relax, relax. And we change side. I'm going to swing around for you. Let's do the left leg. Okay. Point your toes, bend your knee, keep your knee bent, take it to the side, and again making these little adjustments, flesh of the buttocks wider. Check if you need to sit on the block, hold the back is straight. Take your hands behind. Inhale, lots of length. Exhale, tummy muscles tight, and we fold forward from the hips. Doesn't matter how far you go. Inhale, we stretch. Exhale, we fold. And check in the energy of the front leg again. Press your heel down. Check in second toe, looking upwards. Okay, just check this energy on the front leg. And if you're sitting on the floor, you feel your hamstrings on the floor as well. Don't rush to hold your toes. Just give yourself time to get used to this stretch. And the breath is very important. Yeah? Inhale, you lengthen. Exhale, you fold. And then trying to hold toes with one hand, another hand on the floor, or two hands. Again, listening to your body. Adjusting to your practice. We just want to have a good stretch. If you need to take your hands behind anytime, and again lengthen, fold from the hips. Just again checking all the sensations. We just want to have a good stretch to bring more flexibility, more mobility to the hips, to the lower back. Breath, deep and flowing. Another breath. And then we come back. Come back, lean back, relax your both legs. Give your legs a little shake. Relax, relax, relax. And we move into the seated twist. Okay. We bend your right leg. Bend your right leg and take your right foot outside of your left leg. Hug your knee and sit tall. Again, take one hand at the lower back and check that your back is straight, sitting tall. And if you're happy to move or lean to the left and take your left foot to the right, go for it. Make sure that your left knee is happy, or you can have your left leg straight. Hug your knee for a moment. Again, check your back is straight. Sit on the block if you need it. On your next inhale, right arm up, lengthen, keep the length. Exhale, moving into the twist. Hand behind you. We're going to move it closer to the sacrum. Press into the floor and again lengthen. Keep the length. Very nice for the twist to keep the length. And then stretch your left arm. And if you can, hook your elbow over your right knee, or you just hug your leg and squeeze to your chest. This is also nice. So just choose your option. Hook your elbow or hug your leg. Inhale, we stretch. Exhale, tummy in, and your right shoulder moving back. Lift your chin, relax your neck, head slightly leaning back. Deep breath. Inhale, we stretch. Exhale, tummy in, moving a little bit deeper into the twist. Nice shoulder stretch here as well. Keep your chest lifted so you have your shoulder blades flat on your upper back. Another breath on this side. And then we come back. Exhale, come back. Hug your front knee for a moment. Sit tall, shoulders back, back of the head back. Relax your neck. And if you have both legs crossed like I do, you might want to look at your top leg and you go anti-clockwise direction, 360 degrees, like so. You go round and round and round, and then again you sit. Now you have your left leg on top, or just change the cross of your legs. Okay, you would have left leg on top, right heel to the left hip, if it's possible, with your right knee, or you have your right leg straight. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, moving into the twist, hand behind you, closer to the sacrum, press into the floor, and again lengthen. And then stretch your right arm. Hook your elbow over your left knee, if that's okay, or just again hug your knee and squeeze to your chest. Also another possibility for you. Okay, so choose your option, listen to your back. Inhale, we lengthen. Exhale, tummy in. Left shoulder moving back, moving just a little deeper into the twist. And again, inhale, stretch. Exhale, tummy in, moving deeper. into the twist. Checking all the physical sensations in your body. Okay, being comfortable, maybe uncomfortable in your twist, but not working through the pain. Inhale, stretch, keep the length, exhale, tummy in, moving deeper into the twist. And we can use this right arm as a lever to go deeper. We take another breath. And then come back. Coming back. Hug your front knee. Sitting tall. Shoulders back, back of the head back. Relax your neck. Crown of the head. Reaching upwards. Well done. And then relax your legs. Relax your legs. Give your legs a little shake. Lean back. Tip the pelvis forward. Keep your lower back comfortable. And watch me for a moment. So we do the dolphin stretch, the counter pose. After the twist, we want to lengthen again through your spine. And also the dolphin stretch is one of the inversions. It's nice to finish with inversions when your head lower than the heart. So if it's okay with you, watch me. So this is what we're going to do. The dolphin stretch. I'm going to tuck my top in, okay, and show you. And then we do it together. So options here. Option when you stand on your elbows, okay, and we're all going to stay on the elbows. You soften between your shoulder blades, you squeeze your shoulders at the back, and then you lift your hips. Option one, staying here. It's like down facing dog, but on your elbows. Or if you're happy here, you want to move your feet a little closer, keep your back straight, and maybe you can lift one leg at a time. So take few breaths, couple of breaths on each side, and you move back, and then you sit into the child stretch after the dolphin stretch to relax your shoulders. Okay, so let's try together. Don't worry to do everything. Yeah, so come on your all fours, and then we bring elbows on the floor. One elbow, another elbow. Interlace your fingers. Squeeze your shoulder blades at the back. Soften, melt between the shoulder blades, and squeeze them. Then lift your tummy muscles. And lift your knees off the floor. And just check how you feel. If that's okay, just stay here for maybe 5-6 deep breaths. Open your knees and walk in closer to your elbows, lifting your hips high. Lift, lift, lift. Lift your tummy muscles. Help yourself with the core muscles. And maybe even lift one leg up. Squeeze the legs towards the midline. Press your elbows into the floor stronger. Everyone, any option you practice, elbows into the floor and stretch, just stretch. If you do legs, change your leg, take another leg up, squeeze the hips, push the heel up towards the sky, and press again, all elbows, 2 elbows into the floor, press, 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 and stretch. Keeping your back long, tummy muscles lifted. Okay, great stretch. And then bring your foot down. Step back if you stepped forward. And we do the child stretch. Knees wide. Sit back closer to the heels, as close as you can. Forehead down on the floor. Or bring your hands beneath your forehead if you need. And you just stay there and relax. Slow down your breath. Relax your shoulders. Relax your back, your hips. Slow down your breath. Well done. On your next inhale, lift your head, slide your hands closer to your knees. Okay, well done everyone. Swing your legs to the front, relax your legs. Okay, good practice. So now, get ready for meditation and relaxation. If you need to put your extra clothes on, put your socks, jumpers, grab yourself a blanket, and also have a drink before relaxing. So you feel hydrated and comfortable for your relaxation and meditation. I will be sitting for you, And you please do lie down, like so. You would lie down in Shavasana. Arms away from your body, palms facing upwards, your feet wider than the hips. And we tip the pelvis forward. We check that there is a little space between the lower back and your yoga mat. And you completely relax and soften. Okay, I will be sitting for you. So grab the blanket or put extra clothes on, be comfortable, warm and comfortable so you can relax with ease. Okay, let's relax. Taking all the physical alignment, feet wider than the hips. Press your hips into the floor and restore the lumbar space. And then completely relax your legs and relax your feet. Wiggle your shoulders, make your shoulder blades flat on the floor, arms away from your body, palms facing upwards. Close your eyes softly, smile to relax your facial muscles, and leave the beginning of the smile on your face. Feel your forehead becoming wider and smoother. Relax your scalp, relax your ears, the skin beneath your ears, and slow down your breath. Make your exhalations longer than your inhalations, and you can count your breath in and your breath out. For example, inhale for count of 6 and exhale for count of 12. This is just an example. So just make your exhalations longer than your inhalations. Your exhalations longer than your inhalations. And you're using your longer exhalations to soften, relaxing into the steady support beneath you. Observe the grounding points where your body touching the floor. And as you exhale, silently say to yourself, let go. Letting go of all the unnecessary tension. Melting into your yoga mat. And just checking how you feel after all yoga stretches. Noticing the energy flow inside of the body. Exhale and soften. Keeping your breath easy, flowing. Your exhalations longer than your inhalations. With each breath becoming softer and more relaxed. Finding your own way to the still, calm center of your being. To a place of wholeness, completeness and integrity. From this place of calmness, we become more sensitive, how we feel and think. You might get thrown off center by life's challenges, and when you do, you find your way back again and again to this place of wholeness, completeness, and integrity. From this place of calmness, we realize that we can become the master of our emotions. and we can make choices to create the world around us a better place. Sometimes we just need to slow down, to become more sensitive to how we feel and think. We slow down together. Now, as your relaxation and meditation comes to the end, bring your awareness back to your surroundings, back to the room you are in, to your friends, family, pets next to you, and deepen your breath. Reawakening the energy in your body. Then make little movements, wriggle your toes, your fingers, slide your legs together, arms by the side of your body, and then stretch. Take your arms over your head, flex your feet and stretch, stretch, stretch away from the waistline. And when you feel sufficiently stretched, bend your knees, hug your knees with your hands and gently rock from side to side, reawakening the lower back. And then roll over to your right hand side and come up sitting. Sit comfortably for a moment. Maybe again find the block or the blanket to sit on and bring your hands in Anjali Mudra in front of your heart. Inhale, lift and lengthen, and then slightly lean back just to feel the strong support of your back muscles. Support, steadiness of the universe. Reflect your practice. Reflect your intention of the practice. Notice how you feel. Enjoy extra strength, flexibility, and clarity of mind. And we finish class with one gentle Om. Exhale first. Inhale. Om. Bow your head to your heart, to the light within you, and open your eyes. Well done, everyone. Thank you very much. Namaste. And have a lovely day.